Well, the exit poll results are out for Jammu and Kashmir as well as Haryana. But let's talk first about Haryana and what could be the national implications if you go by the exit poll results. Well, one thing which is a common thread is almost all of them are actually giving a huge thumbs up to the Congress party. Obviously, a simple majority is what the results are talking about. More than 55 plus seems to be the common thread as far as all the exit poll results are concerned. But the BJP, of course, has come down. The JJP, the INLD, the independents, also contrary to much of the expectations, has not really done much well. Now, let's talk about the implications of this. One, of course, for a huge thumbs up for the Congress party. And this is going to be the first election results after Rahul Gandhi became the LOP. So naturally, it is going to be that spin given by the Congress where the credit will be given to Rahul. But just as in the BJP and the Congress, what was common is that this was largely depending on the local leaders. You never saw the Prime Minister, for example, doing too many big bang rallies in Haryana. Similar seems to be the case with the Congress. So both the political parties understood the importance of giving that space to the local leaders. Now for the Congress party, it's going to be the Huddas reigning supreme because most of the tickets, almost 80% of the tickets were actually given by them. What does it mean really for the Dalit vote bank? Because that was always a tricky issue for the Congress. Kumari Shelja, her anger, her sulk, of course, attempts being made to placate her, but also getting in Ashok Tamad as a last minute was seen as a coup, and also to balance out the Dalit anger. Would that have upset Kumari Shelja? We have to wait for the final results of the actual results to come up on Tuesday to get a sense of that. But nationally speaking, as I just mentioned, for the Rahul Gandhi factor, first win, it would be after he became the LOP. And naturally, the Congress party would be even more enthused because after the Lok Sabha elections, this is going to be seen by them as yet another referendum that the Modi Sarkar is not that popular. But if the BJP, according to results, holds on to its vote percentage, it also shows that the BJP perhaps hasn't done too well. It also gives out the point that changing chief ministers midway is something which could not have worked. Now, this is as far as Haryana is concerned. Let's talk about Jammu and Kashmir. Again, the electoral poll results seems to be suggesting that the NC plus the Congress party may actually end up forming the government. Now, the fact that elections were carried out in Jammu and Kashmir very peacefully, and the first one after a revocation of Article 370 is seen as a huge thumbs up to the electoral process and also the efforts by the central government to bring about a normalcy. Now, if you go by some of the exit poll results, and if they are true, then of course the win of NC plus the Congress party goes on to show that despite the fact that the Congress perhaps did not campaign as aggressively as it should have in Jammu, which is something which Omar Abdullah also pointed out, but despite all of that, the fact that NC plus the Congress has managed to hold on would be seen as yet another setback to the BJP. Of course, the BJP holds on to a Jammu region, which comes across as no surprise. This is a very strange and interesting elections in Jammu and Kashmir because a large number of independents belong to different political parties, different setups. So it was being felt that perhaps that could be one setback to NC and Congress. But if you go by some of the exit poll results, it certainly seems to be suggesting to the contrary. So let's talk about the entire national picture quickly. A win for the India bloc in both Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir will certainly buoy the enthusiasm of this bloc. It's going to have its repercussions, one, on the Rahul Gandhi factor as an LOP, and second, of course, it's going to have its repercussions on perhaps new permutation and combinations in the parliament session, the winter session. For the BJP, time to go back to the drawing board, rethink its strategy, and perhaps also put a little bit of pressure to go in for a new BJP president as soon as possible. So that's the big takeaway. But the big rider, of course, let's not forget, these are just the exit poll results, poll of polls. The real picture abhi baki hai, and that will come in only on Tuesday once the actual counting takes place.